And they're off. American Piper, John G. from Laurel, Galilean Moon on the outside, and Warlight, this first who's got some foot too, and only about 3 or 4 lengths off the lead. And last is Super Houdini as they move into the first turn run. It is American Piper going solo by 2 lengths from John G. Then a gap of 2 lengths back, and Galilean Moon is in third. Warlight take it back now fourth on the inside, and Super Houdini is last but only 6 lengths from the pace up ahead. Easy clip up front. To the front runner there, American Piper. Neck in front from John G, who comes closer second on the outside. Galilean Moon is tracking in third, the 3-path, and Super Houdini on the outside is a close fourth, and Warlight is back now fifth, and only 5 from the leader. American Piper nursed along from John G, half length in front. Galilean Moon on the outside. Another 3 in Super Houdini, and Warlight trailing. Heading into the far turn run, there's 4 furlongs left to go. American Piper still there, holding that lead from John G by a neck, and Galilean Moon is looming up there 3 wide. Another 6 lengths back, and Super Houdini's in an even pace now second last, and Warlight trailing 3 furlongs from home. It's American Piper from the ridden John G, and Galilean Moon there on the outside. Galilean Moon now bidding up with 3 wide at American Piper. John G still there in between horses, ridden along but punching through, very game. John G at the outside is Galilean Moon, and American Piper down to the inside trying to stay on under a drive. They've got 1 furlong left to go. Galilean Moon, John G in a head-to-head battle. It's Galilean Moon and J.D. Acosta. John G, Angel Cruz on the inside. John G was very game. John G, duly noted win. Galilean Moon was second, and Super Houdini and American Piper. Mile 1/8, track good. And they're off. Say Can You See was out first from Miss Driven, and Wow What a Brat right up there with early speed 2 to the first turn. Our Star comes away running in 4th position, back to Boom Boom Gone, and floating by in the back of the inside, and 6 to 7 off the pace up ahead. Wow What a Brat going on with it around the turn and popping away to a 2-length lead from Say Can You See. Our Star travels third. Miss Driven alongside that one in 4th, and about 5.5 from that pace up ahead. Boom Boom Gone, and floating by trailing on the inside. Making the run now with about 6 furlongs left to go. Down the backstretch, and it's Wow What a Brat with a 3-length lead from Say Can You See. Then it's a break of 5. Our Star the outside, Boom Boom Gone. And back on the outside is Miss Driven out 4-path, and trailing is Floating By. Wow What a Brat, the target to catch, leads it from Say Can You See by about 4 lengths. And Our Star is in third. Floating By to the inside, Miss Driven and Boom Boom Gone trailing the field. Heading into the far turn, and it's Wow What a Brat with a solid advantage here, almost lost 4 to 5 lengths from Oh Say Can You See. Our Star moves third to the outside, and Floating By is in fourth, and Misdriven and Boom Boom Gone. Far Turn Run, Carol Cedeno, and Wow What a Brat. They've been in control since the beginning. Leads it now by some 4 to 5 lengths from Our Star in second. Misdriven, Floating By, splitting horses with a nice rally. Now Floating By on the inside, moves to third, top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. Wow What a Brat turns for home with a lead by 4. Our Star and Floating By on the inside, running a big one for a long and a half left to go. Wow What a Brat, Our Star to full attack on the outside. Third is Floating By, furlong left to go, and Our Star's taking the lead. Our Star opens up 2 under a drive, and apprentice John Geraldo coming home with Our Star, beating Wow What a Brat, and then Boom Boom Gone and Floating By. Minute 56.39. By 4. And they're off in the Geisha Stakes. Bit of a bobble there for She's My Sunshine at the start, and Gale's at the back of the pack. So there goes Artful Splatter and Kiss the Girl in a show pace, and next is SW Briar Rose. So the outside is Coconut Cake, who's settled now about the 4-path. And now here comes Gale moving up on the inside. Gale with a bit of that opening eighth of a mile, right up to contest Artful Splatter for the lead. So Artful Splatter, that gray neck in front from Gale on the inside to prompt SW Briar Rose and Kiss the Girl and Coconut Cake. And She's My Sunshine is in the back, about a dozen lengths off the pace up ahead. And so Gale goes on with it from Artful Splatter, leads it about a half length. Gale had to work a bit hard to get there, but leads it a length now, length and a half heading into the far turn run from Artful Splatter. SW Briar Rose, and fourth is Kiss the Girl. Coconut Cake ridden along out there 3 wide, has 7 to make up of the front running. Gale and She's My Sunshine well outrun now. Midpoint on that turn, and Gale pouring on the speed, opens up about 5 lengths. Kiss the Girl, SW Briar Rose, and Coconut Cake all in a group together in the second flight. Then this Artful Splatter backing off there, and another 7 back, and She's My Sunshine. A quarter of a mile left to go. Gale turns in. Gale with about a 4 or 5 length lead on Kiss the Girl and Coconut Cake and SW Briar Rose. Gale now kept to task for that final 3/16 of a mile, has the lead of about 5. Kiss the Girl's making a good run there from second. Gale is in front. Gale to the first finish line, getting a little weary, looking for that second wire. Gale trying to hold. Gale with a 3-length lead from Kiss the Girl. Here's Gale and Sheldon Russell. Gale to do it in the Geisha. Gale from Kiss the Girl, and then Coconut Cake and SW Briar Rose. In the gate. And they're off of the fire plug. Karen's Notion and Penguin Power and share the ride away, running in third position. Lebda up close there in fourth. Arthur's Hope on the outside, racing in fifth. Here's Lakai racing about 5 or 6 off the pace, and trailing the field is Wendell Fong. Karen's Notion pouring on that speed. Karen's Notion 4.5 furlongs out leads Lebda, who's sharp second on the outside. Share the ride is in third. Arthur's Hope on the outside, moving forward too. Arthur's Hope now third, while 3 wide and trying to join the pace as well. Lebda's the new leader. Lebda 3 furlongs from home from Arthur's Hope on the outside, and Karen's Notion down to the rail. Share the ride perched right off that trio. Here's Lakai, who's still got 6 to make up and starting to run now. And Penguin Power drops to second last position, and Wendell Fong in the back of the pack. They make the turn for home now, and it's Lebda just holding an hour lead. Lebda share the ride. Now splitting horses from just off the pace, and share the ride comes up to Lebda. Center of the track is Wendell Fong trying to pick up 2. 1 furlong left to go. Share the ride. Wendell Fong on the outside, and Lebda. Here comes Wendell Fong and share the ride. Share the ride. Wendell Fong's coming strong. Wendell Fong on the outside. Wendell Fong and Sheldon Russell going to get up. Wendell Fong, first win for Tally Lynch. Wendell Fong to win it. Trump second, share the ride. And then it was Lebda in the fire plug. Minute 10.01. And they're off in the Jennings. Good break for Oxide. Here's Always Mining. And Air Token got a sharp break too. Galerio on the far outside. Annalise Houdini. Cord Makers in between horses, as well as My Friend's Beers taken back about 5 off the pace. Back to Tattooed, and trailing the field is Hall past 8 to close in. Always Mining over to the rail with the lead now. Leads it from Galerio by about a half length. And in between horses is Oxide right there too. Inside is Annalise Houdini slipping on through. Cord Maker is next. Then it's Air Token. In between horses as they charge on for the far turn run. Hall Pass and My Friend's Beer and Tattooed trailing the field. Has 9 or 10 lengths to make up. So it's Always Mining tested by Galerio into the turn. Galerio on the outside, Always Mining the head in front from Galerio. Air Token, Annalise Houdini is in fourth, and Oxide ridden along for more under drive there in fifth. Cord Maker trying to unwind from the back of the pack. Hall Pass racing outside of that one, and it's My Friend's Beer and Tattooed trailing top of the stretch for the long run in the Jennings. Turning for home, and it's Galerio on the outside and Always Mining. Air Token looming right there. Annalise Houdini just in behind the leaders. Then Cord Maker. The outside is Oxide weakening. Here's Tattooed splitting horses to try to rally now. Tattooed weaving through traffic now. Here comes Tattooed. Tattooed finding room somehow for the back of the pack. Tattooed slipping through down to the inside. Angel Cruz gets through. Angel Cruz and Tattooed. Galerio on the outside and the X-Man. And Cord Maker's third rider stood up at the first wire there. Then it was Hall past Tattooed. Tattooed in an amazing ride there by Angel Cruz to win. In the gate. And they're off in the What a Summer Stakes. Malibu Mischief, Hello Beautiful flashing out. Here's Hello Beautiful, narrow lead from Malibu Mischief. Cause I'm Edgy the Gray running in third position. Escapade is fourth. Bridalwood Cat and Tarawa, followed by New York Groove, and Club Car is in the back. Club Car last about 16 off that pace set by Hello Beautiful, the favorite, 3/4 of a length. Malibu Mischief is trying to push her along from the outside, the second spot, and it's Escapade in third, and Cause I'm Edgy out of the clear, the Gray is fourth. Bridalwood Cat is fifth. The inside is Tarawa. And then it's New York Groove, and trailing his Club Car. Hello Beautiful getting pressure from Malibu Mischief to her outside. Malibu Mischief is willing on the outside, but Hello Beautiful's coming back for more at the top of the lane. Hello Beautiful and Malibu Mischief, they've been 1-2 throughout, and they turn in together. Escapade is third, has 5 to make up now, and Tarawa on the outside. Hello Beautiful shakes loose from Malibu Mischief, suddenly opens up 4 or 5 lengths. Here's Club Car, who was in the back of the pack dead last, rallying now into second. It's Hello Beautiful in front. Club Car on the outside, coming with a determined run. Hello Beautiful and Club Car closing. Hello Beautiful, she's too much. Hello Beautiful in a stakes triple for Sheldon Russell. The Laurel loving Hello Beautiful does it. Club Car was second. Close third, Bridalwood Cat on the outside. Then Escapade, followed by Tarawa. And they're off of the extra heat and Street Loot with a very sharp beginning. Outside it can is there, and here comes Trip to Freedom with room at the rail to fly up to take the lead. Trip to Freedom and Toledo now in front from Street Loot. Will settle right off that speedster. It's Plain Drunk in third position. It can back and forth and breeze off the bay. Here's Miss Leslie about 7 lengths from the lead to the inside. Then Whiskey and Rye, an incomparable ridden along back of the pack, heading into the far turn. Trip to Freedom sets a sharp pace, 3/4 of a length. Street Loot on the outside, coming right back at her. And so they're 4 or 5 lengths back, and Plain Drunk is in third. Whiskey and Rye, Miss Leslie still saving that ground. Miss Leslie trying to punch on through now into fourth, has 6 to make up. But here comes Street Loot at Trip to Freedom at the top of the stretch to take the lead. And Street Loot and Xavier Perez turning for home, trying to widen now, opening up 2. Trip to Freedom is second. Whiskey and Rye and Miss Leslie down to the inside, trying to quicken up for the final furlong and a half. Miss Leslie has moved into third, but Street Loot, she's all alone now by 5 lengths with 1 furlong left to go. Lucky 7 Stables, Street Loot kept to task by Xavier Perez. Street Loot in front. You're not going to beat Street Loot. Street Loot in the extra heat stakes. It's Street Loot. Ultra sharp is she to win by 5. Miss Leslie was second, and Breeze Off the Bay makes it close there with It Can and Whiskey and Rye. Three-two and a photo in a minute 10. And they're off of the Spectacular Bid Stakes. May the horse be with you, breaks sharp. Kenny had a notion of speed, and Shuck Queen King is involved in between horses, and nobody knew close fourth of the inside. Scotch Rocks is now passed by Era One, and then back to Wicked Prankster, second last position, and Tis Mandate trailing the field. Kenny had a notion, an eager leader by 3/4 of a length. May the horse be with you, well settled on the pace, they're second, and nobody knew, and Shuck Queen King alongside of that in fourth, and it's another 2 to Era One traveling fifth. Another 5, and it's Scotch Rocks, all by Tis Mandate, and Wicked Prankster trailing, heading into the far turn. 4 furlongs left to go. It's Kenny Had a Notion from May the Horse Be With You by just ahead, and Nobody Knew travels third, and Shack Queen King is fourth. Arawan is in fifth, and it's the other 2 the Scotch Rocks, and Tis Mandate, and Wicked Prankster trailing on the inside there. At the 5/16 pole, it is Kenny Had a Notion and May the Horse Be With You on the outside. They're in a battle together with Shack Queen King, who's been patient throughout. Arawan out wide, and Nobody Knew saves ground into the stretch and now driven. 3/16 of a mile left to go. Upper stretch, it's May the Horse Be With You, and Kenny Had a Notion. Shack Queen King is coming on the outside with a run now. Shack Queen King third and trying to gain, but in the meantime, May the Horse Be With You and Kenny Had a Notion. They've been head-to-head pretty much throughout the race, and Kenny Had a Notion just gets the upper hand. Kenny Had a Notion. Kenny Had a Notion wins it by a head for May the Horse Be With You. Shack Queen King, then Tis Mandate picks up fourth. Nobody Knew finish fifth. And they're off. Garban quick away with Silver Sun on the outside. Alpha Q Soul dialed in. They're moving forward as well to make 4 in a line. Here's Kentucky Cool in 5th spot and Natty Bow, and trailing the field is Jack Gave Back. Quick pace going, and So Dialed In has emerged from in between with a lead. So Dialed In from Alpha Q. So Dialed In a length from Alpha Q. Garban on the chase outside right there too. And Natty Bow travels fourth on the inside. Kentucky Cool and Silver Sun, and it's well back to Jack Gave Back heading into the far turn run. A target to catch out there is So Dialed In, passing the half-mile pole with about a 2-length advantage from Alpha Q in second, and Garban under some pressure. In the inside there is Natty Bow, and Kentucky Cool 3 deep with 3 furlongs left now. Then Silver Sun and about a 10 or 11 lengths back, and Jack Gave Back still back of the pack. So 5/16 of a mile left to run. So Dialed In, the chasing Alpha Q's trying to make some headway now. It's another 2.5, and Kentucky Cool and Natty Bow is fourth. Into the stretch, they turn for home, and it's So Dialed In from Alpha Q, breaking away by 3. Kentucky Cool, inside is Natty Bow, and they're followed by Jack Gave Back, who's moved up from the back of the pack and now taking fourth, trying to gain a share. And here's Kentucky Cool all of a sudden collaring So Dialed In, and Kentucky Cool kicks away under Carrasco. Kentucky Cool, Jack Gave Back, who was last, moves to second, making a good go at Kentucky Cool. Jack Gave Back, Kentucky Cool from Jack Gave Back. Then it was Alpha Q, So Dialed In, and Silver Sun. Minute 25:88.